Hi guys, it's Chelsea and today I am going to be telling you my top 10 ways on how to personalize your camper, your van, your RV, whatever type of vehicle you live in. Let's spice it up. Let's make it you. So let's get straight into it. Real quick side note though, before I start this video, please go to my Instagram as well and follow me there. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. It means a lot to me. I don't just, validate my internet existence if you would, please. I had a goal to get to 40,000 subscribers by the end of the year, but it looks like that's probably not gonna happen, so I don't know, just help me out. Subscribe to me if you would. Okay, but now without further ado, let's just get into it. So when I first got this camper, it looked very old to me. It wasn't personalized to me whatsoever. It looked like a very cookie cutter camper trailer that most RVs and campers look like when you first get them. Even some vans that have been converted to be camper vans don't have any personal style to them. Part of the fun about living on the road and living in a vehicle and all of the YouTube videos that you watch of all the Nomads is their rig and how beautiful and cool and personalized it looks. So I wanted to do the same. So today I'm going to give you the top 10 things that I did to personalize my camper, and hopefully that'll serve you some inspiration if you are a vehicle dweller or whatever. Even in your apartment, how to spice up your apartment, your cookie cutter apartment, to look like what you want it to look like. So the first thing that I did when I got this camper was paint all of my cabinets white. They were a kind of like dark brown wood, but the reason I painted it white was because it's such a small space, so I wanted to open it up a little bit, and I know that white reflects light and it just makes things look bigger, and so I wanted my space to feel as big as possible even though it is quite small. Ooh, side note, I forgot to mention a mirror. I know, okay, right there my door is kind of messed up, but a mirror really expands space in small spaces as well. It gives the illusion of a bigger space, and yeah, you can check out my sick pajamas. Hope you guys enjoy that. Yeah, I used command strips to put this mirror up as well. Thanks. Here's Banks, if you guys were wondering. Hi, baby. Side note, if my camper actually looks really big to you on screen, I actually hung out with a subscriber yesterday here in Austin, Texas, and he got to come to my campsite and see what a day in the life is like with me and Joseph. And so we went on a hike, and anyway, the point is he saw the camper, and when he sat in here he was like, wow, it's actually so much smaller than what it looks like on the internet. So if my camper looks really spacious, good, that's what I intended, but it is actually pretty small. One of the things I did to create that illusion was paint all the cabinets white in here. It opened it up a whole lot. So that's tip number one. Paint your cabinets some other color different than what they came with, and I personally recommend choosing light colors to open up the space. Thing number two that I did was reupholster. So the chairs, the seat cushions that came in here, and the curtains that came in here were, excuse me, they were god-awful. I mean, they were so sorry. Okay, the pattern was like brown and white and beige. Terrible. I'm gonna find a picture on the internet and insert it here so that you can see what it looked like. And so what I did was reupholster my cushions and took out the old curtain rod of hell. So I reupholstered my I reupholstered my seat cushions. That was an investment for me because I don't know how to sew and reupholster, so I had someone else do it for me, and they took the measurements of my cushions. I dropped them off. A weekend later I got them back. I had them make 6 sets so that I could switch them out anytime I got bored of the way they looked. I went to the fabric store, picked out a pattern that I liked, bought the fabric myself, and then just gave it to them to make. And yeah, they made me 6 different sets so that if I got bored I could switch them out. I do have a dog and I basically live outside, so I wanted to also be able to switch them out if they got dirty so I could wash them. So it cost me quite a bit because I wanted so many sets, but you could just do one, or you literally could just do what I didn't do and YouTube a how-to about how to reupholster things, because that probably would have saved me so much money. Anyway, yeah, reupholster. Number 3, one of my camping decoration best friends has been command strips. These things I can put anywhere in my camper and hang stuff up or whatever. As you can see over here, I've hung up a couple of things with command strips. I get the ones that are sticky on one side and like Velcro on the other. And then, yeah, I put a bunch of stuff up. And I'll show you a couple other things I've done with command strips. I've also got 2 command strips holding up my kitchen towels, my dish rags. I've got some on the side of my bunk bed so that I can, so that I can hang up my coats and stuff. I've also command stripped a key rack thing in here. So many things. Extra lights, so many things. Get some command strips. They're great. Number 4 is my curtains, kind of like my cushions. I redid my curtains as well. I've actually redone them twice. I used to have, why is this, hold on, it looked ugly. Ignore that. I used to have this color, navy blue curtain everywhere in here. This was the first thing that I redid my curtains with. And then I decided to switch it up, and over the table I now have white curtains. Redo your curtains. That's always nice, you know. Curtains are a really nice, cheap, and easy way to switch the whole vibe of what you're living in. Same with like reupholstering and stuff. Also, back to the reupholstering thing for a second. I have gotten tired over the last 2 years of the pattern that I picked. So now I just take like the things that you hang on the walls that are made of cloth. What are they called? They're printed. They're made of cloth. You hang them on walls. Tapestries. They're called tapestries. Now I just take tapestries and lay them over my chairs, tuck them into the cushions so they look like they're supposed to be there. You know, I do that now too. So yeah, get some tapestries for your cushion needs. The next thing is lighting. Lighting is really important. As you can see, I did these twinkly lights by myself, by the way. I basically drilled a hole into this little storage ceiling up here, fed the lights down, and then command stripped them out onto the ceiling. So that is above my bed. That is such a vibe at night. If like you turn off all the lights in here and those twinkly lights are the only ones that you see, and you have some candles burning, it is really nice. I love that kind of atmosphere. So lighting has been good to me for personalizing my camper. I also have command stripped some touch lights for when I'm boondocking and not hooked up to power. I can just touch these little ones and yeah, they come on. They're battery powered. I also have a solar power little lantern thing that I use if I'm boondocking. There's so many things that you can do with lighting that just create a vibe that you like. I also have this little rechargeable like light that looks like a mushroom, and when you tap it, it's like different colors. If you want one of those, they're super cool. This video is not sponsored, but I will link that the Amazon link in the description below if you want. Actually, anything I'm mentioning in here, I will link as many of these things as possible in the description box below. This video is not sponsored. It's just if you want these things, here they are. Another thing that I did was wall hangings and photographs. So I did put like a little magnet board, a dry erase board on my wall over here, and I can put my magnets and draw stuff and put myself reminders on there. Also, wall hangings, obviously, talked about command strips, but yeah, put some stuff on your walls. It's cool. And then I also have this line of photographs that I have, pictures that I take, and I just like set those up all around my doorway, and I put some fake flowers around my door frame as well, which you will see in all the beauty shots that I have been doing. Yeah, so personalize your doorway. It's what people see. It's what you see all the time. You're in and out of the camper all day. Personalize your door, make it cute, you know? So yeah, I made my doorway cute. I also put like a little mailbox thing by my door so I can put all my postcards that I send you guys up there, so when I'm like running out to the post office, I can just grab them all, and yeah, good to go. One of my favorite things to change the vibe of any room is your bedding and your pillows and stuff. I have changed the bedding and the pillows on my bed in here multiple times, because to me, like, I try to do it once a year, or like maybe even twice a year, just switch it up a little bit seasonally, because it really does change the vibe of your camper. Right now I have this like yellow / gold velvet on one side, silk on the other side, quilt thing, and I've got the same texture but in blue for my pillows, and some throw pillows back there. And then I've always got a throw blanket on my bed as well, because when Banks jumps up here, she always stays on the foot end of the bed, and so I always choose a dark colored throw blanket to put on the bed so that like she doesn't get my actual bedding dirty. Bedding is super important, and it can be fun. It just changes things, and it's just fun to shop for, you know. I always go to Target or something, but they've got cute stuff. Not sponsored. Target, you should sponsor me. I'm shouting you out, but this video is not sponsored. Yeah, so check out just switching up your bedding sometimes. It's really nice to do. Like once a year, just change your vibe. Do that. Another thing that I did was put vinyl on my fridge. I don't even remember what it looked like before, but I put vinyl over the fridge door. It looks so much better now. I'm not even going to elaborate on that because there's no need to. Just put some vinyl on your fridge. It looks better. Also, I have candles and incense. Anytime I park, I whip out some candles and incense. I also have this little plant. This is a bamboo stick. His name is Bingo. I've had him for half a year now. I've had him ever since I was in Philly, and when we are parked, he is on my kitchen table enjoying the sunlight, and when we are moving, he is in my cup holder in my car. So Bingo is always with me. So get yourself a little plant. I know that it's hard for nomads to take care of plants, but yeah, this is the only one I have. Well, back in the day when I had my apartment, before I lived on the road, I had plants everywhere. I had flowers everywhere. I was obsessed with having plants. They add so much life to a small space, but it's really difficult to have plants on the road. So I just have Bingo right now. Last but not least, thing number 10. This is actually, I probably should have started with this. This is the biggest thing that I did. Sorry, I hiccuped weird. This is the biggest thing that I did, was obviously the brick wall vinyl that you see in all my videos now. I will insert some footage if I can of what it looked like before this was done. If not, I will just put that video in the cards up here or here, I believe. Anyway, I did a before and after video of when I installed all this like wall vinyl, but the wall vinyl has switched the vibe of the camper immensely. It made the biggest difference. Everyone always compliments me on the wall vinyl when they come in here. They always want to touch it and feel what it feels like. Someone even commented and said, doesn't all that brick add a lot of weight to your camper? And it's like, yeah, this much brick would add a lot of weight, but this is fake. This is not real brick. Wall vinyl. The reason that I chose brick was because the loft that I lived in before I lived on the road had exposed brick walls, and I wanted to kind of get that vibe back a little bit and remind myself of what it felt like to live in a loft that I really enjoyed. So yeah, I put in some wall vinyl. So go on Amazon. I will link that below. You can pick out so many different types of things, and yeah, it just changes the vibe. So that's my 10 tips for how to personalize your small space, your travel vehicle, your trailer, your van, your RV, whatever it may be. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Give this video a thumbs up if you did. Subscribe to my channel, please. Again, I'm asking. And I will see you guys in the next one.